What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I am a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. I didn't really have too much of a plan. I just know that I really wanted to break out my Plouise Canceled palette again, play with it a little bit more. I feel like I don't really play with the neutrals enough. So this is kind of what I came up with. Just a cute little mauve sultry moments, if you will. So yeah, so I'm actually really happy with how everything turned out. I am going to be doing my full face as well as my eyes in today's video. I just really love how my face makeup has been coming out lately. So if you want to play around with me, see how I created this beautiful eyeshadow look as well as my full base makeup, then you already know what to do. Please just keep on watching. Starting off as always by priming my eyelid with my PLouise base in the shade Rumor number 2. Now going in with my PLouise is Canceled palette. I'm going to start by taking this shade right here, which is called Fiction. So I'm just going to take this on a Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to start working this right into my crease. I'm just going to do like a little half moon shape and then very lightly just give it a little tail. Okay, so now that that's nice and blended pretty good, I'm going to take this shade, which is called Tacky, and I'm just going to take this and just go right in little circle motions and start blending this out. Alright, next I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Scandal, which is kind of like a very light mauve gray toned color. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to first tap it on and give it a little swirl. Okay, so now that we have all of those colors, I'm just going to really deepen them up. And then after I get the like mauve tones to where I want it, I'm actually going to take a little bit of the black, which is called Fabrication, and really just deepen it up like the crease area a little bit better. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now that we got this really lovely blend going on, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to cut out my crease, and I'm going to be using this, the PLouise White base. So I'm going to go ahead, cut out the crease, and then lay this back. Alrighty, the crease is now cut and nice and tapped out. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the white, which is called Drama. I'm just going to take a very tiny little detailed brush. And I'm going to set this most of the lid. I'm not going to set the whole lid. Basically, anywhere where this wing is going to go, I'm going to try not to put white eyeshadow. So just basically like this whole area and then this little pinch. Okay, so now you can see this line that's just not as it's not as dark white as the rest. Stark white? It's not as stark white as the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking the very first shade that we use, which is called Fiction. And I'm going to take it on this little flat dough color brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just very lightly, I'm going to make a wing. So I'm going to wipe off that same brush and go into the shade Tacky. And then I'm just going to smoke this out using those same colors. So Fiction, Tacky, and Scandal. I'm going to go through and I'm going to just do a nice wing like this. Okay, so when I go into my face makeup, I will like clean up these lines, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm actually going to take this glitter. I don't even know if this company is in business anymore, but this is the Glitter Addict Loose Glitter in Soul, which obviously is like a silvery kind of color. So I'm just going to take my lash glue and do a little line. Just like that. So now that the eyes are pretty much complete, let's go ahead and move right along on to the face. Okay, I keep trying to tell my kids to turn the movie down, but they're not having it, so we're just gonna talk over it, I guess. So I'm gonna start off with my e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer. I guess I should probably do the pore filling one first. I'm going to take my Maybelline Skin Baby Primer first of all, fill in my pores. Then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Milk Mint to, you know, grip my foundation. There's the word. Brain fart. Okay. So for my foundation and concealer today, I'm going to be taking the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation as well as the concealer. I do usually prefer a little bit of a lighter concealer. This is broken. don't know if it was like that or if my kid broke it. Check this out. Must have broke this. See that? Not good. To make it just a little bit bright on my inner corner, I always like to buy like a very, very bright concealer, just in case I buy a concealer or maybe foundation that's a little bit too dark. So this is the Glamouflage Pro Full Coverage Concealer by Hard Candy, and it's very, very light. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation, this concealer, and then this concealer right there. Oh yeah, I don't know how people cover up their acne, because bitch, I can't. No matter how much coverage, corrector, whatever, I could never cover my acne. For my cream contour today, I'm going to be going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. Obviously too dark for me because I bought it for a contour. I'm going to take this shade first, which this one is in Amber. I'm going to go in with this Milani foundation in the shade Buff. And I'm going to mix these together. Okay, before we finish with cream products, for the very first time on my channel, I'm going to be showcasing the Made by Mitchell blushes. So far, I have used Mango Daiquiri, Cherry Cola, and Peach Rose, which is the one I'm going to go in with today. Or what is this? Peach Sugar, not Peach Rose. So I'm just going to take some of this. And just put some down. So obviously these are meant to like blend out a lot. So it's nice because I could definitely clean all this up with like powder and stuff like after I'm done. So it's okay to get a little crazy, you know? Okay. So for my setting powder today, under my eyes, basically anywhere I put concealer, so under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me, and then everywhere else, I'm going to go in with this Everyday Vacay powder, because this is stark white, so I don't want to put this under my eyes or anything, but I'm going to use this, to set like my whole face with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this with my Tati Blendy Full. So now moving on to our powder products. Okay, I'm going to take my Makeup Shack Silhouette Contour Palette, and I'm going to take this on a Makeup Shack T42 brush. now I'm going to take my Hoola Light. Just going to take my Hoola Light. Just bronze a little bit. Okay, so before I do highlight or blush, I want to bake my nose contour as well as kind of bake this situation. So I'm going to be going in with my Jaclyn Hill Brightening Pink Powder. I'm going to go ahead and bake with this. Okay, so now while that sits on my face, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this Flower Beauty. This is the Peach Primrose Blush. It's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to set my face with this Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. So last but certainly not least, for my highlight, I'm going to be taking this Milani Baked highlighter in Dulce Perla. And I'm also going to take a little bit of my Plouise Love Tape Palette highlight, the Once Upon a Time shade. So I'm going to go in with this one first. Okay, zoom back in so we can finish up the eyes. I'm actually going to take some more of that Milani highlighter. And I'm going to put this in my brow bone. Alright, so now I'm going to take the same shades that I did on top and bring them around bottom. Alright, so I just went ahead and, final touches, I threw my lippy, styled my hair a little bit, but here is the completed look. I am actually obsessed with how everything came out. I've actually been really loving the way that my face makeup has been coming out. I feel like I've really got down a good, whole, shebang for my own face, just the way it looks. I don't know. I'm really, really satisfied with how my makeup's been coming out lately. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. You should definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know what other content that you might want to see me do. And without further ado, let's go on ahead and roll the clip.